So training topic for tonight is how to do Facebook Messenger parties. Okay. Now, one of the things I love is we talk a lot as a team about working full circle. This is not in place of the other types of appointments we do. So we do in-person parties. Lots of you love those. I love those. We have our virtual option of Beauty in a Flash, which are like 45-minute virtual appointments that are fast and easy and fun where they get samples. This is a new option to add. It's like a tool in our toolbox. We'll put it that way. Okay, so these are 15-minute. It's an introduction to Mary Kay. It's a way to get your foot in the door with people. So it's really easy to do. I mean, this is literally the easiest thing I've learned how to do. And I know sometimes when it's super easy, it seems like complicated, like it can't just be that easy. No, it literally is just as easy as I described it. But I'm going to give you some tips because I've done quite a few of these now, and there are some things that I have learned in the process. I also want to make it known, like I did not make up this idea. Okay, I got this from other brilliant directors. I've kind of since learned some just like little tiny tips that will help you guys. I'm going to share all those with you. So first off, I made this document, which I have posted in our group, but I think it's pinned to the featured part of our Facebook group, but I will also share it with you guys too again. So there are some scripts to get these booked. So if you're a seasoned consultant, the best way to book these is like, girl, I'm trying this new thing. Like you just want to like tell me what you think. Um, or, I just want to test this out. You're going to get a free eye makeup remover. Now, for new consultants, one of the things I love about these messenger parties and why, even if you're a seasoned consultant and you don't think this is an idea for you, if you want to have a team, this is an idea for you. Okay. So nod your head. If I want to have a team, this is an idea for me because you could have a new consultant start tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and you could do a messenger party with her on Wednesday. So this could be a really quick win for her. She doesn't need samples, she doesn't need inventory, doesn't need anything, just $35 option started, and she can start selling right away. And you guys, we have sold from these. I'm going to have Misty and Brianna share really quick in a minute here, like what they've discovered. I know Amanda's done quite a few of these too. So this is really, really great. And new consultants, don't be scared to do this. It's literally copy and paste. Okay. So once they say yes, it's all laid out for you. Okay. You want to set an appointment time just like you would with any party. This is not like, oh yeah, we'll just do it whenever. No, no, no. We're doing it at 7 p.m. on this date at this time. It's 15 minutes. I'm going to make a group messenger chat called, Brianna's 15-minute beauty break. You have to remind her to invite people. Okay. So when you make the group, here is a key thing you need to know. Okay. Look at me. Make sure you're listening to this piece. You cannot form a messenger group properly where they can add people without at least initially adding 3 people. Okay, so if you don't have 3 people yet, if it's just you and your host and you're like, well, crap, who's the third person? You could add me. And then once the thing gets going and there's more than just the 3 of us, I can leave it. Or you could add your husband if he's compliant. That's what I did. It's like, I think Brianna did that too. So make sure you start a messenger group with 3 people. And if you're not a Facebook person or you've never made a messenger group, you just go to the little circle icon of messenger and you click new group and you just like add the people into the group. Okay. So, yes, and I am doing one on Wednesday night this week at 8 p.m. Central. So if you want to be added to that group to just see how it goes, or I would highly recommend even inviting a few people into the group. You're going to see kind of how one of these works live. I do have the messenger group already made, so if you are not already added, I can add you to that. But just make sure you have 3 people when you make a messenger group, okay? Because I have a feeling people are going to forget that. Get the date and time. Yep, let's stay in touch. So you don't want to make the group like weeks and weeks ahead of time. I would probably say like a week ahead of time. In fact, I honestly would book these within a week if possible. Like I don't like going out super far with these. It's just better to book these like faster. And because they don't need samples, like why do we need, it's 15 minutes. Can you find 15 minutes in the next week to have this quick little beauty break? So once it's booked, okay, this is where some of the magic comes in. This is really where the selling happens, is in the coaching. I just want you to I'm going to say that again. The selling on these happens in the coaching. So here's a list of things you can send her so she understands how the party is going to work. But then what your job is, okay, and here's that whole disclaimer about you must have 3 people in the group, is you can give her a script to invite her friends. That's helpful for her. Send to your hostess. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is, as she's adding people, okay, you want to check in with each person. So private messaging each person and saying, hey girl, super excited to have you. Like, I just want to see, here's the script. Tell me a little about your skin. What do you currently use? And do you have any skin concerns? Okay, honestly, like out of all of this stuff that I have in here, this is the selling. This is where the selling happens, right here. Because if you want to do this messenger party thing the easy way, you're literally going to copy and paste. But if you want to become masterful and really sell at these, you are gathering intel about each person, and then you're going to use that intel, right, to maybe custom tailor some of the posts versus just copying and pasting. So for example, if a bunch of people are like, oh my gosh, I got giant pores and they're just like full of acne, I have super oily skin. That's all the intel, like the main theme I've gathered in the intel. I would go, okay, we're going to maybe spend a couple more sentences on the charcoal mask at this one. Or I'm going to really dig in. I think it was either Brianna or Misty had a couple gals that said they had really sensitive skin. So I added a post about the Mary Kay skincare line to tailor it to those people. So again, if you want to do this the easy way, it's okay, copy and paste. But if you want to become masterful, that is the selling, is just finding out about them and what they want and what they're looking for, and then giving some info on that, right? um, the day of the party, here you go, copy and paste, welcome to so and so's beauty break, post this picture, right? Literally, this is all you do. You follow directions. So the day of the party, so the morning of, you're going to post this 30 minutes before the party starts. One thing that I have found is I like to do voice memos to break up the posting. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. But I do a physical post about me, but then I also like to use my words to make sure that they hear me. 15 minutes before the party starts, you're going to post this so that, they understand they can mute the notifications so that they're not getting da-ding, da-ding, the messenger notification. And then 10 minutes before the party starts, you're going to creep on someone in the group, meaning like that you would really like to connect with. Maybe she's the one who's been kind of commenting on some of your pre-posts, and she's going to win something. Now, what we have been doing for the winners is they get a custom spa or at-home facial kit, which is our Beauty in the Flash sample kit. So it's the little envelopes with a Time Wise Miracle set and a microdermabrasion set. So that's what the winners are getting. And so you can then use that at the end, and there is a script for this, to turn that into a Beauty in a Flash appointment, but she's going to get some fun samples to use at home. So, and then we post about the winner. I also recommend that the hostess, okay, thank you, Kendra, for adding them. Make sure that the hostess knows that she should be on and commenting. And then you just start the party. And I will say that 15 minutes goes way, way, way fast. So you've got to keep it moving. I don't leave much time in between. I like voice memos. There are some scripts for the voice memos in here, girl. Just like talk like you. And then you literally just start posting these things. Now, I want to give you a couple tips because there's a good way to post. So like, for example, post number 6 has 4 different pictures. Okay, so there's some tips here. Literally just scroll through this PDF. I don't need to go through like every tiny little thing in this. And then there are posts about the opportunity at the end. They can sign up for our career survey or for beauty or what's it called? Peek at a Pink. They have deals at the end. And then, there's a little party poll. This is my favorite post where they, tell you, private message you what they are. Now, the likelihood of them actually doing that is low. You're going to want to reach out to them and do it. And then all of the follow-up is here for you. So if they said number one, which is my order is in the party poll, what do I say? Okay, it tells you what to do here. Now, here's a tip for you. You can do this on your phone, but you've got to have all the pictures and everything like in your keyboard or just like ready to start cranking out. I'm a computer girly. I love doing everything on what I call the mothership. Okay. So if you have a Windows computer, I don't know about Apple. I'm sure Apple has this too. There's an actual, do you know that like Windows has an app store? I know you're like, why would a computer need apps when you can just go to a website? But there is an actual app store on Windows. You just go to the like search tray in your like Windows laptop or whatever and type in Facebook Messenger. There is in fact a desktop Facebook Messenger tool. So I will show it to you. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I have all this room to copy paste and whatnot. Now this was actually a messenger party I did with Misty's recruit. Okay, so Misty and I worked together on it. So Misty again copied and pasted like a good person. I introduced myself. Okay, so here's my intro post, and then there's me. I like adding my before and after photo. Now, again, I like to tailor it. This party was very much like fine lines and wrinkles. I'm like, ooh, I want to show them my like before and after photo. Here I am, just copying and pasting. You're going to recognize this from the PDF. And then here's the first giveaway. Okay, so again, I picked this Heather because Heather was kind of commenting and being engaged, and I tagged her in the post so that I made sure she got it. Okay, here's an example. I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a second because I want to make sure that you can hear this. I'm gonna give you an example of what a little voice snippet might sound like.
Hey guys, I'll leave little voice snippets like this too, but thanks for being on tonight. Let me know if you've tried Mary Kay before. We always love to know. And then, yeah, I'm going to be posting some stuff here. If you can't keep up, no worries. You can always look at it later, or as we go, I'll try to keep things moving pretty quickly. Hey
Okay.
guys, I'll leave little.
Okay, so they have to be fast, but then again, I'm just posting. You can see in your phone like who's all looking at stuff, and don't be discouraged if no one seems to be looking at it because some people do look at it later. I think actually with this appointment there were some people that looked later. One tip that I have is so for example, this post about that I had mentioned earlier, which has 4 pictures, instead of posting all 4 pictures at once and the words, I copy and paste the words and then post each picture separately. Does that make sense? Because in Messenger, you can actually select 4 photos and hit go, and then it posts 4 at a time. I think that's a little more visible when you post it one at a time. Does that hopefully that's making sense. So again, I literally just copy and paste it. So some people this is the host, deep cleansing charcoal mask. Here's another example of a voice snippet.
Hey guys, so that is the skincare portion of the messenger party. There's tons of info in the picture, so be sure to look at that. But I just want you to know, like, this set gives you results in 2 weeks. It delays the signs of aging. You get results in the 2 weeks, and then it also defends against free radicals and just all the junk in the air and signs of aging. So, and the cool thing is the set comes in either normal to dry or combination to oily, and it's 116 retail. So you get a deal when you get the set.
Okay, so I don't sound like a robot. I sound like I'm just saying that. Okay, so we want to be mindful of that. And then you're posting the sets before and afters. People are commenting, sorry I'm late. So someone showed up at the end. And the host was posting hers. So you guys are literally copying and pasting. So I realize, okay, I'm going to bring on some celebrities here to help me with this. So Misty, I'm going to bring you on first because you guys might look at me and be like, oh yeah, of course, everything Emily does works. But so Misty jumped on this right away. So Misty, what was your experience just really quick and like what you think of it?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous at first because I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but Emily just created this amazing document that made it super easy to just like she said, copy and paste. And I tweaked a couple of things to make it sound a little bit more like me. But honestly, the first one I did, I literally just copied and pasted everything. I downloaded all the pictures. No, I did mine on my laptop because the first time I was like, I'm not going to try to do this on my phone. But it was really easy. And honestly, the way I kept on track was I just like essentially every minute, I just posted something because it equals out to about that. And then if anybody is engaging with you, it gives you a little bit of time to do that. But and then I did another one right after that. I did two in a row. And the second one went a lot better. And I did have orders from it. All of them that I've done that had people that were actually engaged in the process ordered. And one of the orders came from someone that watched it later, a couple of hours after the live. So, yeah, I think it's great. It's a super awesome tool to have. And I'm excited to do more, but all of us can do that. If you can post anything on Facebook, which I'm pretty sure every single one of you I've seen post something on Facebook, you can do this. So,
Yeah, so Misty, I think you did two of them, and about how much did you sell from two?
I've done, yeah, I sold, well, that was all my sales from this last week. So like 150 bucks almost, something like that.
Yeah, for two
Yeah.
15-minute appointments. And I think you've got some like bookings or like maybe that was Brianna, I
Mhm.
can't remember. Yeah, so we got bookings from it.
Yep.
So again, it's not a replacement, but it's a doorway. It's going to get you into a door and the people in the group. So you can click on like who's in the group. Those are your referrals right there, are the people in the group. You can individually, even after the party, really reach out to the people in that group. So it's a different way to get referrals. So Brianna, I'm going to have you give your feedback too, because you've done some of these.
Yeah, I did one just before the 4th of July. Well, I guess I did one before that, just with my brother and his girlfriend because they were over at my parents' house. And I'm like, okay, you guys are gonna sit outside and I'm on my computer in the kitchen and I'm gonna try this out and see how it goes. And yeah, I found that same pace that Misty kind of mentioned is about a post per minute. Because I saw there's 11 posts in 15 minutes. So yeah, kind of adding, it gives you just enough time to add something like personal kind of in between a couple of them. But then, yeah, the one before the 4th of July, was really good. It was an old neighbor of mine that I like grew up with and I kind of lost contact with. So I needed like a way to like reach out to her. So it was kind of fun to offer this. So I actually got her, her mom, her boyfriend's mom, and her other two sisters were on it. And literally both her and her mom and we'll call her future mother-in-law all ordered. And I had about 274 in sales from just that one Facebook Messenger 15-minute party.
15 minutes, 274 in sales. And I know what you guys are thinking. This is what we call a QVC style party, meaning like, wait, people buy stuff and they don't have samples and they haven't like tried on. Yes, you guys, that is how most companies sell things. We're just unique and awesome that we do allow people to sample it, but like that's how QVC sells stuff, is QVC style party. So
Yeah, and I will say two of them are now skincare customers too. They all really love the charcoal mask, and I think a couple of them got the like on Time Wise Miracle set. So, yay!
yeah, so it is a doorway, okay?
Mhm.
Now, there is a color one. I have only introduced you to the skincare one because let's get good at this first, and then if people want to book a second one, they can book a color. There's actually a color messenger party that's also 15 minutes to learn more about color. Ladies, Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's build a church first, and then we'll figure out the rest later. So my challenge to you is this week, okay? Because you guys like challenges when we do meetings. I want you to try a Facebook Messenger party. Find somebody, a willing participant, to do a Facebook Messenger party so you can at least learn the posting. It's not hard. You don't even have to read a lot ahead of time. I will say just quick recap. 3 people to make a messenger group. Make sure you remind the host to invite people. Creep on the people, not creep, but like message the people ahead of time. Hey, what are you looking forward to learning? What do you not love about your skin? The little script that's in there because that's your
Now,
intel.
can I ask you one question about that really
Yeah,
quick?
just get ready to go. Yeah, go for it, Amanda.
Did you ask all the question at the same time, or did you say, "Well, how do you know Anna?" and then waited for the response, or did you just lump it together on the personal part?
Yeah. So I would just lump it together, honestly. And that's what you're doing behind the scenes. That's not in the party. That's when you're reaching out and gathering intel. And it's in the document. I would do it all at once. And I don't even ask her that. So here, let me share. So this is what I'm asking behind the scenes is, hey, Amanda, I'm so excited for you to join Anne's party tomorrow. Tell me a little about your skin. What do you currently use? Do you have any skincare? How do you know Anne? Have you ever used Mary Kate? I would just ask it all at once because she can read it and respond to the whole thing. Yep, that's what I would do. I would just do it at once. Otherwise, you'll lose track, especially if you have a party with a lot of people. I would just do it all at once. So, I think it's in the Facebook group. It might not be pinned, but I will put it up there, April, so everyone has it. Kathy, great question. Can this be done on Instagram? I don't see why not. You just got to make a group. Anywhere you can make a group, this could be done. Okay, so we just call it a Facebook Messenger party. So that's why. Amanda also posted she got 2 bookings in person from her 15-minute beauty break and some sales. So super, super easy. So who's excited? Okay, I want to see all your little faces. Who's excited to try one? Don't be scared, you guys. And don't be worried that like, oh my gosh, well, if I book one of these, she's not going to want to do like an in-person thing with me. Girl, this is the doorway to her doing other things from you. And like Brianna said, now she's got a great skincare customer, which I think is really cool too. So
Also, I just want to say that one of the ones that I did, this was like her third or fourth thing with me, right? She's done, and she immediately jumped on it. I met with her and her mom over Zoom for a color party like 2 weeks before this, and she did another one. So ask people you just saw too, because it's different.
yeah. So if you want to be on Wednesday, get some people in Wednesday. You might even have bookings that happen from the big group one we do together on Wednesday, and then you can be in there seeing how it goes. So I'm super excited. It's fun. You don't even have to be dressed up, right? You could literally be floating in the pool. Once you get good at these and masterful, like you could be floating in the pool doing parties, like little 15-minute messenger parties. I'm not kidding. And then you could even start doing like new product previews this way. Like again, it's not a replacement for everything else we do, but it's a really good option.